Hey, do you ever check your bank account and immediately start questioning all your life choices? Love that for you. Turns out your money didn't just vanish nor evaporate, it walked itself out of your account with zero intention of returning. And now you're here, wondering why you're broke. Well, let's get into it. Look, there are two types of people in this world, all right? The ones who track their spending like their life depends on it. And then there's you, the financial goldfish who only checks when your card gets declined. Wait, I swear I had $57 left. You know, right, I used that to buy a high-performance gaming mouse. Your money didn't disappear. It followed something called the Diderot Effect. Never heard of it? Of course not, you were too busy adding just one more thing to your cart. Meet Denis Diderot, a French philosopher, pretty smart guy. But also, financially tragic. One day he got a fancy new robe and thought, well, now my whole life has to match this vibe. So he started upgrading everything. And guess what? He went broke. Sound familiar? You bought a new monitor and suddenly your whole setup needed RGB lights, a new desk, an ergonomic chair, and a microphone you swear you'll use to start streaming. And now you're on a ramen diet. I needed it, bro. No, you needed to pay your rent, but go off. Let me introduce you now to another effect called Latte Effect. It's the idea that tiny dumb purchases are the real reason you're financially doomed. You say you're broke, but somehow there's always enough for that $12 cold brew with oat milk, extra foam, and a hint of self-delusion. Do the math, that's $360 a month, aka a PS5, a flight to literally anywhere, or I don't know, actual savings. But nah, keep convincing yourself it's just coffee. Okay, now time for solutions. Let's try to be functional humans. First, track your expenses. Yes, even the stupid ones. The human brain is wired to underestimate spending. Behavioral economists call this optimism bias. That's why you think you only spent $50 on takeout last month, when your bank statement says $300. Solution? Download an expense tracking app that will categorize your spending, send alerts, and make sure you know exactly where your money is bleeding out. If you hate apps, go analog. Use a simple notebook or Google Sheets. Second hack, use the 50-30-20 rule because math is helpful. This rule exists for a reason. It keeps you from financially imploding. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, 20% for savings. If your wants are eating up 80%, you're basically speed running your way to being broke. Adjust accordingly. Next, automate your savings because you have no self-control. Studies show that people who automate savings save twice as much as those who don't. Why? Because they never see the money, so they don't miss it. How? Set up an automatic transfer in your banking app to move at least 10 to 20% of your paycheck into a separate savings account the moment you get paid. Fourth hack is the 24-hour rule. Impulse buying triggers a dopamine rush, aka your brain tricks you into thinking that new gadget will bring you everlasting joy. Spoiler, it won't. Solution? Next time you want something, add it to your cart and walk away for 24 hours. But still want it the next day. Fine, but 80% of the time, you'll forget about it. Last one, buy in real life. Because online shopping feels like a video game. Clicking add to cart feels fun because online shopping is literally designed to be addictive. The ease of one-click purchasing removes the psychological pain of spending money. Solution? Try to buy things in physical stores whenever possible. Holding an item, seeing the price tag, and pulling out actual cash makes spending feel real, which makes you second-guess dumb purchases. If you must buy online, use a prepaid card with a set budget so you don't go down a spending rabbit hole at 2 a.m. Listen, being broke isn't a personality trait, it's a problem. And if you don't know where your money is going, it's probably time to stop guessing. Now go check your bank statement. And if you survive the shock, maybe hit subscribe. Call it an investment in your future. If you liked this reality check, stick around for more.